Yo, we are back. Had a little bit of lunch, and all that good stuff, and we're here for part 2. And we got some bugs. That's the first thing we're gonna open. Well, we got 3 boxes of bugs, because it wouldn't make sense just to get one. So, we're gonna open these bad boys up. Yeah, it's been a long week though. We're waiting for all these packages, and we've been just accumulating tons of painting things. And I did get this giant box I found on Marketplace. Well, not really Marketplace, it's our Fresno board gaming group called One's Happening, or One's Happen. And it's mainly has a lot of Star Wars players, both the Star Wars games, a little bit of Warhammer in there, and some guy was selling a bunch of his stuff, and I thought I was gonna have a bunch of painting things and, cool stuff. It had a little bit of that, like brushes and all that, but it mainly was filled with tons of Warhammer and Warhammer 40k and a few things for other, like, war gaming things, like there's terrain and just a bunch of bits, Space Marines, Mechanicum. There was, I think, a Imperial Knight in it, and I got it for like $40. So it just randomly happened like 2 days ago, so kind of still going through all that. So always check your local wargaming groups, and always try to buy local. You never know what's going to be out there. I know there's tons and tons of Heroscape out there, but not really over here in Fresno. A lot of it's on the other side of America and Michigan, where all you guys live, and have all your tournaments every week. But anyways, so let's get back to opening these guys, and whoa, they look awesome. Good thing, they're a little bendy, but all right, let's first, I guess, let's get to these bad boys. So, forgot the cards. I always forget the cards. They don't fall out just like that, and I always forget they're in the box and I start kind of freaking out. But alright, so first let's start off with these guys. So we got Scorder Infantry, so we finally got some bugs, and these ones are for Einar. So that's one. This one with a great sword, which is kind of cool. It was like a great samurai sword type of thing. And this guy, we got another, but he has two knives. He's gonna stick you. That'd be pretty brutal to fight that guy. That would not be fun. Some General Grievous things going on there. And here is their card. Scorder Infantry. So finally we got some Einar units. He was dying of thirst, man. All he had was Shiori and a couple pirates that aren't even in his army anymore. So finally we got some Einar things. It's pretty crazy to know that he has a Scorder Queen as well. And you gotta remember, Zenithrax, or not Zenithrax, I can't remember her name right now. Oh, Maladrix, there you go. Maladrix is a dwarf mutated kind of queen. She was not supposed to live. She was like the runt. So imagine how big this girl is going to be, and what they actually are supposed to look like when they're all developed. It's going to look crazy. But these are the guys, like the foot soldiers. I know she has some of these because we have Thyraxis Dragoon, looks kind of just like them, but they have like orange instead of these little purple bands on these guys, because they have purple on them, they have orange. But anyways, so Scorder Infantry. They're Scorder Common Squad soldiers, disciplined, medium 4, 1 life each, movement of 5, range 1, attack 2, defensive 3 for 45 points. So they're bugs. We're gonna swarm with them. But they have a ton of crazy stuff. Very Einar like unit, just like the old Romans stuff like that had like weird formations. These guys got some cool stuff like pheromone coordination. Before taking a turn with Scorodire infantry, you may take turns with up to 2 Scorodire or insect common heroes you control with different names, or 1 Scorodire or insect unique hero you control. So basically bonding, and it's crazy because it can give you 2 commons, so you can kind of like mix and match your own little kill team as 5-man squad basically. So you can move around together and get some cool bonuses. They have teaming. After a Scorodire infantry figure you control is destroyed by a normal attack from an enemy figure, you may move 1 unengaged common Scorodire or insect figure you control up to 5 spaces, even if all of your Scorodire soldiers are destroyed. It's crazy. So if you have a bunch of them, as long as they're not getting popped off like, you know, in groups by like special attacks and explosions and line attacks, you're always gonna be able to have one guy go down and then another one come up and take his place like that, just from a death, which is insane, just from normal attacks though. So you can't do any crazy leaving engagement, cheese, and stuff like that. So that is pretty wild. This seems like a very fast army. And Insectoid Swarm. When a Scorodire infantry attacks a figure, engage with at least 2 other Scorodire or insect figures you control, add 1 to its attack value. So that's what makes it go up to the 3/3 value. You gotta remember, a lot of common squads and unique squads, a lot of things are based around the 3 defense, 3 attack. So they usually have some kind of weird ability that can buff one or take one away or balance them out in some sort, and that's theirs, which is crazy. So to make it a little bit more sense of these guys, I think we're gonna have to show you guys all the other guys. So first, we're gonna go with the guy that fell out, which is honestly like my favorite sculpt of all this. This is the Lurking Hive Soldier. So now we're getting real buggy. It's real sick. And you know, he kind of reminds me of Lictor from, you know, Tyranids, if you guys play 40k, which is, I don't know. I mean, they're bugs. Bugs all are very similar and have kind of the same idea going on all the time, so I don't know, who knows. But these things are pretty crazy. So it's a 9R unit, Scorodire, Common Hero, Soldier, Discipline. Notice these are all disciplined, so they're not all like these crazy monstrous ravish kill bugs like Revna. They're more just like army, Einar, army order. The movement of 7, 1 life, range 1, attack 4, and defensive 3 for 30 points. So we got tons of filler units coming in. A lot of 30s and below that are gonna be able to, you know, make the difference between those numbers, so you don't have to have these weird, awkward numbered armies or have to do awkward army compositions to try to get the full amount of points, because we had a lot of weird number combinations that just weren't really working out too well, but we're starting to get the 30s and lower, so it's getting real good. Concealment 12. If a Lurking Hive Soldier is targeted and will take 1 or more wounds from an attacking figure that is not adjacent, you must roll a 20-sided die. Count the minimum number of spaces between the attacker and the Lurking Hive Soldier. Add this number to your die roll. If you roll a 12 or higher, ignore these wounds. Insane. I've always thought those kind of abilities are wild. Like, it just helps them get in, get the kill. They're like assassin bugs. So it has disengage as well. So we all know disengage is you move away from people without taking disengagement swipes, which there's a lot of Coward's Reward coming back with the Knights. Yeah, and that's brutal. Dying with disengagement, sometimes when you just need to move, is like the worst thing possible. But that's just one of the common heroes. The next one, we're gonna get the ranged option, the Spitting Hive Soldier. So shooting stuff out of his butt. He has this little, You notice he has that little clear plastic right there to help him balance, because I don't think they wanted to put them all on all the legs. It would have been really, really static and weird. But yeah, really, really cool model. Not as cool as the lurking, but still cool. And look how big they are compared to the boys, so I like that too. Fogging some bugs. They got a cool little stat line, interesting one. They're Scorner, Common Hero, Soldier, Discipline, Medium Force. So these are all medium force, so they should all be the size of Decker. So about there. I guess so. That guy is kind of tall. He's a pretty big one. Movement of 4, range 4, attack 2, defensive 3, 1 life, 30 points. So range 4 is kind of wild. So it's kind of like a mid-range unit, which is pretty interesting. We have a lot of mid-range melee kind of armies and stuff like that. We don't really have a lot of mid-range range. So range usually is like 6 or 7. When you get down to it, you know, you have the exiles, they have 5. So when they use black powder, and some of the pirates, so they're kind of a mid-range, range-ish unit, but yeah, this is a true one. With only a movement of 4. It has a thing called Corrosive Bile. After a spinning hive soldier attacks a figure or destructible object, that figure or destructible object reduces its defense value by 1 until the next time any player reveals an order marker. So he can just run in and yeah, just start shooting people and lower their defense. So cool little debuff. You know, these guys are starting to feel like a squad with equipment, which is kind of cool. Very, very interesting. And last but not least, the reason I am probably going to be buying all of these instead of painting is because of this one right here, the butt bug. And look at that reflection. So like all of these that come with that plastic, I just like them a lot. Like I don't want to paint those. It looks so much cooler and unique. And look at it, he has a little white thing because all of his hands are on the thing. They're little squiggly arms. Pretty cool. Here is its army card. So we already know what this guy is going to do. Bursting Hive Soldier, aka Butt Bug. Score die, Common Hero, Soldier, Discipline, Medium 4. 1 life, movement of 6, range 1, attack 2, defense of 4, and 30 points. So another filler. They're all 30 points. It's just kind of like the Necrotechs. All their guys are 30. So helps even things out. And yeah, a lot of common heroes, which we have never gotten that many, especially from Heroscape and all that. Has the coolest ability, Acid Sacs. If a bursting hive soldier receives enough wounds to be destroyed by a normal attack or leaving engagement attack, before destroying that soldier, roll a 20-sided dice. Once for each adjacent figure that is not a score die. If you roll a 9 or higher, that figure receives 1 wound. So if you kill it, it's next to people, it explodes. And just if it's not a score die, you're getting burned. 9 or higher. It's like 55%. So good luck to you guys. And a coward's reward, we were just talking about this. A bursting hive soldier rolls 1 additional die when making a leaving engagement attack. So you don't want to run away, you just want to shoot it, and hopefully, just like the movies, it blows up. But yeah, this squad, it seems insanely versatile. You can kind of equip it to just rush people. You can take a more mid-range approach to kind of go slowly, or you can just all-out assault, just bonsai somebody. So really cool. Really characteristic for bugs. I know, who doesn't love bugs? Well, I can answer that, but bugs are cool. If you're ever like a 6-year-old and you remember all these books or going outside and just catching beetles and all that cool stuff, you know what I'm talking about. Good stuff, buds. And then we got our last bit of stuff we are going to open today, which is a new thing. You know, I wanted to kind of have the more new stuff together, and the last part 1 was, you know, more of the older things that a lot of people already have and stuff like that, but these are kind of, you know, still a little new. So we're gonna give it a go, and we got the Urban Battlefield, the Streets of Valhalla. So it comes with a lot of really cool stuff, you know, that a G.I. Joe sets actually came with, which, you know, we're gonna have to get soon. I love that it's a battle box and it's super affordable, so it doesn't even feel like, it feels like I'm buying a regular set. So, boxing this, and bam. So, it has, let me take these out first. The first ever concrete and asphalt. So this is going to be really, really cool to put in the thing. We're finally going to be able to make some urban environments and good stuff like that. Yeah, I've always like wondered what, you know, like the urban areas are, especially now that all this like culture shock is coming to Valhalla, and they got like Earth stuff and things from other planets, so it's really, really interesting. Now they got asphalt and concrete. I'm pretty sure they didn't have that stuff before, like Earthlings and all kinds of stuff came to the planet. Yeah, all my dogs are going crazy. The mailman is delivering all kinds of stuff. You know, I got early delivery today. But anyways, so yeah, we got a bunch of concrete and asphalt. So they don't do anything, you know, I think it was just for looks and aesthetics, but yeah, now we got roads and asphalt and all kinds of crazy stuff, so you can imagine wilder stuff going on. I mean, I've never had Heroscape, so I guess we've had it before, but hey, it's new to me. But the best part is we got like, you know, hopefully they bring back the old rooms. I love those things, but yeah, we got some like barricades and cool things like that, so now we can make some pretty epic battlefields like that look kind of futuristic and from old times, you know. Like these look like they'd be in Terminator, and also look like they could have been in like World War I or like something like that, World War II, you know, like on D-Day or something. So it's really, really cool. I know the G.I. Joe set comes with some, so you know, whenever I get that, I guess I'm gonna get some more. Make some cool battlefields. So yeah, this is it for the 2-parter. You know, thanks for coming back to watching and finishing it off. We got a lot of stuff. You know, I still haven't unboxed all the extra boxes of things. I've only unboxed one each. So we got a lot of unboxing and organizing and all that cool stuff. And then, you know, trying to figure out what battlefield I'm gonna build next. So, like always, check out the homies down there, TOV, Roadscaper, all Billy Rager, you know, helping me out with all the cool 3D prints you have been lately. And keep on scaping. I know there's a lot of it going on over here, and there's a lot more coming. So, keep your heads up, keep checking out the videos. Thank you guys for supporting. Keep on scaping. Out.